What's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are diving back into the Mirror event, where we have a bunch of cards that have been nerfed, and we're wanting to focus today on A-Omnath, Lotus of Creation. And I initially was trying to do a deck with A-Omnath, Uro, Oko, Teferi, and Fire's Invention, and like Will District Magic. I was trying to like fit them all into one place, and it just wasn't quite working out the same. And so I decided to go ahead and try out a different version here with just doing elementals, and this deck is insane, incredibly busted. I absolutely love it. And unfortunately, I recorded like a bunch of games with this one, and only some of them got through when the file corrupted. Like just halfway through, I think power outage went out or something happened for just a little bit because there's a storm outside, and I lost like half of the file. Just like stopped recording. I had to get some more. So I got some really good games in here, but there was plenty more other ones that were good. So this will be a little bit shorter of a video. I hope you guys still enjoy it though. Make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the end of the gameplay with a wrap up for this one, because it is sweet. Please enjoy. All right, beautiful hand. We'll keep this one for sure. I think I want to make sure I have my lands out on the battlefield, so I'll probably lead off with the Florahedron. Yeah, that lets us get up to A-Omnath more likely. So play this out, tap, pass the turn. That does mean we're gonna have to shock ourselves a couple times, which that's fine. Let's actually do it with the Hellhound. Pass the turn. All right, Ketria Triome and Risen Triome. So A-Omnath colors. There's lots of stuff in these colors anyway. Explorers. Yep. I'm running Growth Spiral. I probably ought to be running Explore instead. All right, so swing in and Risen Reef. And hopefully we hit a land here or get closer to it so we can get up to these Omnaths. Not yet. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Escape to the Wilds. Oh, I forgot. Escape to the Wilds is also... I guess it's always been unbanned in this, but it's just so good. Yeah, Fill the Dead. Yep. That's the kind of stuff that's happening around here. All right, well, Brushfire Elemental, try to hit more lands. We had Triome, so we at least have A-Omnath for the next turn. Triome tapped. Swing in. Down to 12 past the turn. Board wipe is a possibility. They're really close to Genesis Ultimatum already, too. That's ridiculous. Lots of tap lands, luckily. And Genesis Ultimatum's actually terrifying. Okay, they can hit one more land. Fabled Passage, they have a decent amount of mana still. 3 mana available. And they got the stuff. Oh, these enter tapped now. That's another thing I missed on this. So it's a legendary land and they enter tapped. That actually would be a decent card. Like that, like honestly, I think that Fill the Dead should still be around in this version. A legendary land that can bring him in tapped. That is totally fine. Not like perfect or whatever. It's still a powerful card, but it's a fun effect. Like you can win with just lands. And that's really cool and needed sometimes as well. All right, so we play out A-Omnath. Ashaya is a little bit tempting too, but we play out A-Omnath. We get to scry. All right, so take action on that one. Get the land. Keep the other land on top. Yes. Play. Let's see. I want to get out the other Hellhound to be able to play both lands. So play out land here. We actually get another, quite a bit more mana. Yeah, opponent's gonna set up. Yeah, so we get to play out the Hellhound, get the other land on top, swing in for more damage. Life is pretty swell, if I do say so myself. We get to clear their board to make sure that these guys actually get through with damage with the fourth one. Oh, no, it's only to their face and planeswalkers, not creatures. I always forget about that. All right, next one. Sweet. All right, up against Stoic 13, and keep this. Ketria, yeah, we have all the triomes that we could ever want. So let's go ahead and play this one out, pass the turn. I think we're going to focus on just making sure Risen Reef hits the battlefield. All right, there we go. So we can do it now. So now let's go Sulfur Falls, Brushfire, potential counter spells, Growth Spirals, or whatever else. Down to 19 past the turn. Ops. Okay. Even if Risen Reef does get countered, we have Thunderkin Awakener to bring it back, so we're in okay shape. Uro. Yeah, see, Uro's decent. But this is the thing, is Risen Reef is still probably better, as sad as it is. It's such a good card. There's a Risen Reef. Get another land. Yeah, we'll take out. I wish I could bring it in untapped. Hit for 5. Not too shabby. Pass the turn. Oh, it's so good. Wrath of Gods are a little bit scary here. Baffling and... Ah! Rude. Okay. Baffles again? That's just baffling. All right. Risen Reef. Again. Yep, take action. Hellhound. Take action. And the final, that's 7th land. And there's some zombies out for you. Yes! They shouldn't have more baffling ends at this point, right? What's the thing that kills planeswalkers that are 3 mana and creatures that are 3 mana? I feel like that's the card that they need to be playing here. Yeah, we go with this Omnath just because we can draw more cards with it. Damage to face. Yes, take action. Counter onto Risen Reef. Brushfire or the Leafkin? I guess Brushfire, because if we hit lands, that's really powerful. Not a land. All right, swing in. Down to 7, pass the turn. And then the Fabled Passage to create a zombie at instant speed as well. Yeah, Wrath of God, that's fine. Well, the other Omnath isn't what we're going for, but it's also not the worst. Let's play out... actually, we go... Thunderkin Awakener. Attack in, grab Risen Reef. I could go Brushfire and crack the land, but we'll go Risen Reef. It's out until the end of turn. So go to damage, and then we'll play out Omnath. I could have gotten more damage there. That's fine. And another Risen Reef. Nice. Crack the land. Grab a forest. Get a counter onto Thunderkin Awakener. And Leafkin Druid. So good. So stinking good. We'll draw another card with that. Why not? Counter onto... I think it's Thunderkin Awakener. Because now they're going to have to deal with Thunderkin Awakener as well, which is sweet. It gets higher toughness, which means that we can grab more things from the graveyard. It can grab an Omnath now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Good game, sir. It shocks himself. Nice. Not too shabby. Dang, this is so good. All right, so what did we learn from this deck? And I think what we learned is that this Omnath is crazy busted, but it doesn't even matter because Risen Reef and all these ones are even more busted. I honestly don't know why I'm not playing this right now in ranked. I think I'm going to start doing it because it's just really good. It's just really good. The hardest part is just making sure that you have the pieces to deal with all the combo decks that are out there. Like right now, people are playing with the cards that are available instead of playing the combo decks, which the combo decks are actually the ones that kill on turn 3, turn 4, that kind of stuff consistently. And so that's where I think Elementals has issues against like that. Those are the ones that are going to be a little bit more difficult for us to to deal with. But I think that we could probably play like, I think there's some other cards that can come in, like Prismari Command actually might be a pretty good card in this, just to have another thing in the 3-drop slot, deals damage, creates treasure, destroys artifacts, you know, just like, and it digs for the pieces that you need, which can be pretty nice. I think you can also maybe just go aggro with like more Creeping Trailblazers. Like we're gonna have to get rid of this Omnath, but I think also the escape to the wilds, I think is a fantastic addition to this one too, coming into the 5-drop slot as like a 2 of. We already have Ashaya, which is really good, but I think Escape to the Wilds every once in a while will just be really needed for the deck. And then also Genesis Ultimatum, and you just get rid of the white mana, you know, because you don't need it with Omnath anymore, so it's just all in on Genesis Ultimatum mana. And if you can hit a few Risen Reefs within all of that, it's busted. The one thing that it would be super nice is Fill the Dead. Fill the Dead was a huge player in this one, and unfortunately that one, I do hope that they do bring some of these back. I think that's what they're trying to test out. Like if we do change up the text on these and make them a little bit better, a little bit less daunting, would it actually change things up, or would it still be busted? Fill the Dead, man, it's such a good card. And even still at Legendary, which they should have done from the very beginning, I don't know what they were thinking. And then having the zombies enter tapped, I think are the 2 changes that make a ton of sense there. And so they actually did a really good job with Fill the Dead, I think, with this one. Some pieces they didn't do a good job with. I think Teferi, the issue here with this Teferi, so this is the original 3 mana. I'm trying to think anything else that changes. I think everything's the same. This one has 4 loyalty. This one has 5 loyalty. I don't know what they were thinking about giving it more loyalty at 4 mana. It just makes no sense. Yeah, no sense at all. So I think that 4 mana, I think it's still insanely powerful at 5 mana. 4 mana makes a little bit more sense. It still is just, the reason that it was bad card is because the static ability. The static ability is just too good. It's too powerful. It can maybe say the first spell that they cast at instant speed each turn is countered. Instead of just saying they can't cast stuff at instant speed, because like there could be times where it's like I really need to deal with whatever this is. I'm okay. I have 2 cards available, counter one, and then play the other one, and like that would be a little bit less broken. So like the first spell your opponents cast, so it could even have multiple opponents, so it's not as bad in Commander as well. It gets countered if it's cast at a time they didn't cast a sorcery or something like that. Like something like that I think would make Teferi better. As it is, just 4 mana at 5 loyalty, still way too busted. The other cards here, I don't know. I'm trying to think. We also don't have Uro here, but yeah, so Winota, they try to change just by having only be 4 cards deep. Again, that's still way too busted. Fire's Invention being at 5 mana, I think, was actually the fix that it needed. Being up to 5 mana, it's still a really busted card, but you still have to get to 5 mana and then have cards available to play, which makes it a lot more difficult. On turn 4, that's the turn that you have like more stuff to go for. So if you ramp up to this, you know, turn 4, all of a sudden you have a bunch of 3 drops or 4 drops to play. Wilderness Reclamation, I think only untapping 2 lands actually is a little bit too weak for it. But it also makes you want to be able to stack it with like the other Teferis, things like that as well. Oko, actually, this is how it should have been from the very beginning. They did it perfect with Oko. 3 mana, 4 loyalty, create 1 food token, -2 to create an elk, and then -5 for that one. It's just, if there was 2+ abilities, like the other, before it was plus to turn stuff into elks. That's just way too busted. And then it made it a 6/6, so even that elk wasn't going to have any chance of killing Oko. But now with the -2, it's like, okay, if I turn the thing into an elk, it's going to kill Oko. Like, I have to deal with that. That's just, it was so busted before. It's so insanely busted. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.